Hey YouTube, this video is going to be a sort of try it with me / review of a new foundation from Tarte. It is one of two new foundations that I picked up from them, and it is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation, and it claims to be a 12-hour full coverage foundation. And it says that, and I'm reading from the website, that it has lightweight full coverage, Rainforest of the Sea complex, non-chemical SPF 15 sunscreen, which I always like a foundation with sunscreen because you get like more bang for your buck. You don't have to put a sunscreen on first and then put your foundation on. Although I did prime my face today with a primer, the Spackle primer with SPF 30 in it. So like I was saying, this one says this is a full coverage fluid foundation. It says it has 20% water to quench dry skin, covers and masks any redness, dark spots, and uneven skin tone while softening the look of pores and fine lines. It comes with a dropper, which reminds me of another product that I'm going to be using in this video, but it comes like in dropper form, which I kind of like. It reminds me of this, which I will be using sort of under my eyes, which is the Miracle Maracuja foundation, which I have in deep and I've had for a while and really like it. This one I have in the color Deep Honey, which is the darkest color that they have. They go from tan sand to deep honey. They have no deep sand in this one. So what I was going to do, and to be fair, I did sort of I primed and I did sort of correct a little bit. I have the Eve Pearl Dark Salmon Corrector. I have the dual one. So I did sort of conceal above my lip and under my eyes with this product first. And I'm going to apply this foundation live here with you all. And what I'm going to be using is the foundation brush with a spatula, and forgive me, it is dirty. I have been using it. They do have a dual-ended brush that is specific for this product, and it's just called the double-ended foundation brush. I have one of their double-ended foundation brushes, so I did not want to get that one. The cost of that brush is $34. And I failed to say the cost of this foundation is $39. I picked this brush up to use with both foundation, and specifically because it had the spatula on the end to make it a little less messy to use that other foundation. So one brush for both foundations. And this brush is actually $30, so it's a little cheaper than the brush that was made to go with this one. So rambling aside, I am going to shake this a little bit, and you press the little button here and it brings foundation up into the dropper, and I am going to drop. Doesn't seem like it picked up anything. Let's see. Okay, I think I did that time. 1, 2, 3 drops just at first, and then I'm going to dot it on my skin. Let me put my chair down a bit. I am going to zoom in, and I am just going to dot this the way I do any other foundation into the 4 areas. I'm going to take my glasses off to apply this foundation, and I'm going to dot, stay out of the way, dot some on my nose and sort of in the crevices here. So I am going to, let's wipe my finger, sort of blend this in, see how it covers, and see if I need to apply any more. And it does seem to be pretty much full coverage. I don't think if you have pretty clear skin that you need to use any more than 3 drops of this. It is very lightweight. It sort of, to me, feels like serum. So to me, it feels a lot like that. I'm trying to get as close to my brow as possible without making it disappear. It reminds me of that Maracuja Found Sealer. So this is what it looks like with just one application of the foundation. And I am going to put my glasses back on. And I think, looking at this, that this is all that I am going to need. I am not going to set this with any kind of powder, simply because I'm going to try to come back a couple of times throughout the day if I remember. Most of the time I don't remember to do that, to let you know how the foundation wears. I'm going to zoom in so you can sort of see the coverage, and my lighting is a little dark, but that is what the foundation looks like. I think Deep Honey is not a bad match for me. Looks a little bit red in person, but not too bad at all. So that is it so far for this foundation. Like I was saying, it's $39. I think you can get it from Sephora and Ulta. I think you can definitely get it on TarteCosmetics.com. The price of it is $39, and you get 1 fluid ounce, which is your average for foundation. And like I said before, I do have it in the color Deep Honey. I think, let me check my MAC foundation just for reference to tell you what my MAC foundation is, if you are curious. Okay, so I don't have like a MAC foundation. I have one that I think that they kind of mismatched me on, which is that Match Master. I think it's too red, so we won't go with that one. But I do use the Prolonged Wear Concealer in NW40 for reference if you are interested in this Tarte foundation. So that is it, you all. I am going to do another video with a spring makeup look, and we are going to see how this foundation wears throughout the day, and I will be back. Alright, I am back. It is 4:59, so for all practical purposes it is 5 o'clock. And I have had this on since about 12:30. And I just want to show you 4:59. I am going to zoom in and show you what the foundation looks like. Of course, I did the rest of my makeup. I do feel slightly, just very slightly oily right across here. Other than that, I think that the foundation is holding up pretty well and still looking pretty fresh. I will be back probably 8:30, 9 o'clock or so for the last time to show you what the foundation looks like. Alright, so this is my last check-in for the night. I am going to zoom in and slide down, and you can see like some of the shininess here. I don't know, I feel like it held up pretty well, except for the bit of shininess that I have on my nose. I can actually still see all of the makeup products that I put on top of the foundation. I don't see any really breakdown or any bunching up. Maybe a little bit in here I can kind of see it, but I think for the most part it's going to last for as long as I need it to last. I don't know if it's going to last for 12 hours because I am not going to keep this on for 12 hours, but I I am liking it so far. I will say it didn't really oxidize too much, so the color that I put on at the beginning of the day is still the color that I have now, which I think is a good color match for me. I'm looking like in this area, and I think it is a pretty good color match for me. So we will see. We may add this to the pile of some of my favorite foundations. I already like the Amazonian Clay foundation, so hopefully, one, this is permanent, and two, this is a foundation that I'll like and want to repurchase. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.